Going on a bit of an adventure. Got the quad this morning. Heading to, if you can see that, Bloody Falls. Bloody Falls Territorial Park, 13 kilometers up the road. Grabbed this little Can-Am 450 and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's gotten cooler, so the bugs are down. I don't know if we're gonna get fish. I don't know if I'm gonna get fish. It's you know, there's the sea, if you can see it. There's also the lagoon in front of me. But yeah, so lots of char out there feeding. It's funny, I can hear in the distance. I don't know if we'll be able to see them. If I can spot them. I can't spot them now. A couple sandhill cranes out there. You know, years ago, I don't know, years ago, but it was said there was hardly any around. I can't come north now and go out on the land and not see sandhills. I remember one time having breakfast with Brenda at the Sheepass River. The first time I heard a flock of sandhill cranes go over, and I'm like, what is that racket? Like, those are the weirdest geese. And Brenda started laughing at me, like, those aren't geese. She knew they were cranes, I guess. But I took a picture of them. I'm like, never in my life. But yeah, those big birds are out there, and saw a couple 6.6 already. Little bike does about 50 miles an hour. I'm only 13 kilometers to the falls, so the plan today is out to the falls, really check it out. I got probably 6-7 hours to just tour, and then I'm going to come back, have a bowl of soup, and head up to 4 Mile Bay, which is over there, which is where I was last weekend on my hike along the beach. And because the char have been biting, when they've been biting like 9 to 1 a.m. and it just doesn't work with my my hours at the clinic. Really, I kind of need rest before I go in there and take on that grind every day. But anyhow, this is awesome. This is like, yeah, I'm going on tour to Bloody Falls, and that's, you know, if you get the chance, go online, check out the history of it. There's a reason why they call it Bloody. And yeah, I'll turn the camera back on when we get there later. Bloody Falls in the distance there. I just came atop this ridge, and there's where we're going. Way down there, base of the falls. Some big eddies, try our luck with the fish. Got a muscle spasm in my foot. You guys are okay? You're all good? Ever bloody that guy? One thing when you're walking around here is, yeah, keep your eye out for bears. And see what I'm looking at down here, like way down there? That's got to be well over 100 feet. In the wintertime, people have died. They're just out skidooing, the land all around them so totally flat. You're just cruising along in the snow. On a gray day, everything looks the same. RCMP officer died about 4 years ago when he just basically drove off one of these cliffs, because you can't really tell with some of them when they're coming up or not, especially if it gets gray or it's blowing snow and stuff like that. Terrible tragedies can happen, and he's not the only one that's just driven off a rando cliff in the middle of nowhere out snowmobiling. Rip up that hill down to this bridge here. Anyway, that hill looked a lot worse when I was going, like when I was coming at it and heading down, but it's a kind of a funny slope. Oh, it's a funny slope because it leans one way. Just take my time, not in any rush. But I don't think I'd want to park on this. Like I just saw, look at this thing. You're not seeing how steep it is actually going down there. And then up. Bloody Falls of Bloody Falls Territorial Park, Nunavut,